All right, Terry, so spring training right around the corner. Pitchers and catchers just reported.
I know, Ginger, I know you love baseball. Your dad used to take you to games and things. Do you have your tickets yet?
Just got my tickets this weekend.
What did you get?
I'm going to the opener and then to the Monday game as well.
Right, and this is my new partner for now, Ginger, Chris, and she is a very big-time sports fan and so on. All right, do you get excited when spring training begins?
I do get excited.
Are you going to ask me about Michael-Brantley? I get emails every week. What about Michael-Brantley? You know, he's had a shoulder surgery and he's had bicep surgery. And here's the only news that could really come out of spring training on Michael-Brantley would be bad news. In other words, he had a setback. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, we don't know. In fact, I was in spring training last year when he came back and played. One game he hit a homer. The next day he made a diving catch and threw a guy out at the plate. Mm-hmm. After that, the shoulder bothered him.
Right.
So so now we got to think about different people. All right, do you remember at the end of the year what pitcher was really struggling with his arm? You know, Danny Salazar, recall that?
Yes.
You know, in the World Series and
yes.
things. And now that's, they said he's fine, but in spring training you'll find that out, And, there's some other areas too. Did you like Rajai Davis when he played for the Indians?
I did.
Yeah. Well, they got to find somebody to replace him.
Right.
So who do you think? Who we have there?
What are you thinking?
Well, they're thinking Austin Jackson. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what they're going to do, but they need somebody to platoon with Tyler Naquin in center. Jackson was a really good player with the Tigers through 2010 and 14. Had major knee surgery last year. They got him on these minor league contracts, bargain basement buy, rummage sale. Mm-hmm. But if this guy's only 30, if he's healthy, suddenly you've got another outfielder.
I like that you talk about 30 being young. I appreciate that.
Well, good. There you go. 30. I don't even remember 30. It was like when I was covering for speakers. So, and then lastly, one of my favorite players, at least to talk about and see, is Yandy Diaz. He's another outfielder. Mm-hmm. They brought him in from Cuba, 2014. And here's a guy that could be this year's Tyler Naquin. Hit nothing but 300 in the minors for a couple of years. So when you look at spring training, we don't want to talk about who?
We don't want to talk about Michael-Brantley.
But we're going to talk about Danny Salazar, how his arm is, Austin Jackson, how his knee is,
yep.
And can somebody like Yandy Diaz or somebody else come in and take one of those spots on the roster?
It'll be interesting to see for sure.
You got 7 weeks to figure it out.